Hey guys, I'm Rob Bass and this is Not Mint in Box. It's the year 2011 and we finally get our first Mega Powers crossover of the year. We have my good friend Chris Vint of Master Universe Chronicles fame, the Turtle Man himself, Suine, Hallock, Radical Retro Turtles Toy Talk, as we talk about the lovable, cute, and charming little robot known as Roboto. So take it away, Suine Hallock.
When Rob Bass asked me to come up with a good figure from the 2003 TMNT toy line that would be a good comparison to the Masters of the Universe Classics character Roboto, the best one I could think of was Fugitoid. A lot of the similarities are obvious. Roboto and Fugitoid are mechanical members of their respective good guy groups. Additionally, the way their accessories work is similar in that their items replace their hands. Despite being anatomical androids, both Roboto and Fugitoid are capable of thinking and feeling just like organic living beings. However, some of the qualities that make them a lot alike also demonstrate their differences. Roboto, however human-like his heart-shaped emotion program is still artificial intelligence. Fugitoid, on the other appendage, was once a worker bot named Sal, whose body now houses the mind and essence of the organic being named Professor Honeycutt after a mishap with his Mentawave helmet during a lightning storm. Another contrast is their combat equipment. While I wouldn't call him a violent warmonger or anything, Roboto is much more fixed to fight than Fugitoid, who considers himself for the most part a pacifist. Roboto can deal out damage with his axe, claw, or laser. Fugitoid comes with a tech pack that connects to a comlink and an Octobot claw for when he has absolutely no choice but to mix it up with miscreants. There you have the two android allies of the heroic teams from both Eternia and the New York City sewers. Speaking of New York, let's knock this back to Brooklyn's baddest dude, Rob Bass. Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks, Suine. I need me a Fugitoid. Hey, Chris Vint, it's your turn. What do you got?
Oh yeah, the macho Vint here! Sorry about that. Hello everyone, this is Chris Vint here. So today we're going to discuss a very, very famous robot who is, no, not that robot. I'll try it differently. One on the small screen. How about that? We'll try that. No, not Optimus Prime. No. We're going to be discussing Mr. Roboto and his Tokyo Grill. No, Mr. Roboto. Yes, Roboto from the Master of the Universe. So we're going to kick it off with the classic toy advert. Yes, so as you can see on the back of the card here, Roboto going to shoot Cobra Khan. You can see here, we'll go in this a bit more in depth. Roboto and his gears and little attachments, and of course we got a comic book with them. And we're going to have a look at him in the 1983 Filmation cartoon.
I cannot allow any harm to Man-at-Arms.
I cannot talk like this. No. So anyway, so as you can see here, we have Roboto in his package and out of the package. So we'll have a look at him in the package first of all. You can see there the Battle of Roboto. Don't worry, it'll come back, the comic. So as you can see here, Man-at-Arms building him, which obviously happened in the 2002 show, but not in the classic Filmation cartoon. And you can see there his little heart. Ah. So yeah, on the back of the box, as always, it always tells you how to do everything. So there's his different attachments, his gears move, and obviously twisting it. So I've done the wrong way around, so it should go from top to bottom. But yeah, hands going everywhere. So yeah, so as you can see, we're going to have a look at Roboto here. So we have his axe, which is quite cool. I've always been fond of the axe. The blaster, which is probably his most prevalent weapon. And obviously the claw, because nobody could escape the claw. Not even me. And as you can see here, whenever I spin it around, his gears move and his little mouth moves, which I know Rob Bass really does not like one iota. So yeah, that's the classic version of Roboto. So we're going to have a look now at yeah, I'm just saying that his shoulders in this are actually right. So we're going to have a look at the 2002 Roboto now. Yes, go now, pick up your VHS copy of Happy Birthday Roboto. Sorry. Yeah, so we're going to look at the 2002 version of Roboto here, which you can see from the pictures is very different. It doesn't come with all the attachments. We'll have a wee look at him here, what he looked like in the 2002 show. Again, very different. And we're going to have a look at an episode called Second Skin and Roboto and what he does in that episode. I don't know what was better there, the music or Roboto, but anyway, we'll discuss the 2002 Roboto. As you can see here, you have the little bit for the blaster, his claw, and the armour, which we'll go into some depth in a minute or two. Obviously, on the back of the box, you could just see the massive honking Roboto feet. Sorry, I'll do that so the light doesn't shine on it. And yes, I actually have opened one. Hooray for me! But yeah, all joking aside. So, we'll have a look at Roboto. As you can see here, you know, the feet are absolutely huge compared to the other one. You can see there, just a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, Roboto I think doesn't wear shoes, thankfully. As you can see as well, the claw, because again, nobody can escape the claw. I don't know whether you can see the gears moving yet. You can do, just a little bit. Nobody could escape the claw. Thank you, Jim Carrey, for that. So yeah, but if you don't like the gears, and obviously if you have a robot, you would like the gears, you can actually just clip this on, just to make them look a bit more badass. And the blaster actually just clips on the back with great ease. It's just, I don't seem to have great ease in doing it. So that's what the 2002 Roboto like, but the question is, what would you rather have? Would you rather have the 2002 or the vintage one? Obviously Rob's going to cover the classic version of it, but for me it would definitely have to be the the vintage one. So let's get that out of there. So yeah, the vintage one would be better for me. I actually forgot to say that if you can actually look, I'll try to show you it here. You can kind of see it in the back there. Just in one of the gears is the heart for Roboto as well, which is a nice little touch. And yeah, so I've always been a fond lover of this Roboto figure, and that's that. Okay, well thanks to Rob, as always. Don't forget to check out Master Universe Chronicles. The roles are reversed now, as well as the shoulders with Rob and the classic review. Over to you, Rob, and thanks once again.
Thanks, Chris. And now, the Master Universe Classics Roboto. Since we're not allowed to have comics on our Master Universe toys, at least we get a little bio of what the figure is about. Let's take this figure out of the package already. If you had Roboto growing up, there's something about this figure that just always had that exactly what Master Universe was about. It's a robot who has muscles. Only in the Master Universe can you get muscle-bound robots. Roboto looks just fine, even with the quote-unquote backwards shoulders, so I'm fine with him. It's perfect by me. We have to talk about Roboto's wonderful heart. Just like the Tin Woodsman, he got himself a heart. And it's really detailed, you can see it in there, it's pretty cool. That little nod to the comic. Okay, I do have to bring up the mouth. As Chris Vint pointed out, I hated the mouth. The mouth. Why does a robot always need a mouth for? Kind of annoying, but it's not attached to the gears. This time around, Master Universe Classics, we don't get a second Roboto head. There's no 2000X head, you know. But what we do get, interchangeable right hand pieces with his battle axe. I always thought it was kind of cool that he had this gun, double barreled, and it looks like he's got a clip. Next to last, the claw. Now, the thing about the claw is it has like hydraulic hose on it. So I don't know if that goes up or down. Either way, it looks cool. But what makes this toy unique And something that I'm so happy they included is an actual hand. Now your Roboto can rock 2 hands. This is just like when they gave us the Cronus extra arm and stuff. I really love that on Trapjaw, having the ability to have 2 arms. I mean, you can rebuild Trapjaw, but you couldn't give him an arm. How you gonna build a robot and not give him 2 working hands? It's supposed to be a chest thing for Manny Faces. He just comes out with an axe, a gun, and a claw. He needs a regular hand. He's a robot. Well, this time we get an extra hand. And I'm going to tell you, it looks great. Alright guys, I have to thank Suine, Hallock and Chris Vint for helping me out on this show. This is the first Mega Powers crossover of 2011. And remember guys, they're your toys. Play with them the way you want.